make them.
Word for the blues.
I just before there'll be another.
Paul.
Yeah.
Straight back in the reprise again. So we take from letter G, please. Letter G to the end. 1, 2, 3. You hear that about what? What do you do with this deadly silence? No, it's nice to see. Not marked in your box, no. Was the applause is directed? No, no.
You gotta get happy. Get happy.
Get ready for the day. The sun is shining, come and happy. God is willing to take your place. Shout hallelujah, come and happy. Get ready for the sunrise. We're headed across the river. Wash your sins away in the tide. It's all so peaceful on the other side. Forget your troubles, come and happy. Gotta chase all your shout hallelujah, come and happy. Get ready for the judgment day. Forget your troubles, come and happy. Gotta chase all your shout hallelujah, get happy.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then a cut to 82.
Is it a cut? Is it a cut? Yeah, you play 32 bars at 48, and then there's 2 bars of drums.
Oh, I see what you meant. I got it. I see it.
I've got a penciled in coda.
Yeah, I've got it.
I've got a penciled in coda there.
Okay, so again for that. 1, 2, 3,
Trombone solo.
The last one on the first half is Georgia Brown. I'll have to get up there as well, I can see that.
Do you want to go up, Tommy?
I can't get up.
Got a hand up, Tom.
I'm going to bring Hamish up. Those of you who don't know about Sam's band, it's the best band to watch in the country. And Hamish is wonderful in front of him. So I knew he was coming to ask him to do a number. Sorry, what's this? When we get to the, I'll do the little introduction, then you start playing the bop, 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 bop. And I'll bring the sax, I'll bring you in to join them. I'll bring you in to cut the sax. And then we'll cut it all off because they go into the, you come out because of the so, chorus. So, let's do the introduction anyway. Off we go. 1, 2, 3, start. Is the tempo too fast, or is that all right?
Well, I'd like it a bit slower than that.
A little bit slower.
More laid back, yeah.
Right.
Bop, bop, ba-dum, bop, bop,
Okay.
ba-dum, bop.
Off we go then. We'll do it once more. Hamish, we're just going to bring you up. Okay. I've not played the funny
No
play.
gags.
I'll just tell you down there, and then we'll say
do the
what.
gags.
I am a gag.
We'll do the gags.
And in fact, I think we'll just do that with the sax. We'll try,
Yeah, the sax is fine.
so trombones, you won't come in, and trombone, sax, you'll do, keep that little finger going when I bring you in until Hamish decides to sing. Okay, from the top, one singing, a little bit slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll give it slower. 1, 2, 3, 4.
That's the girl I love the best in now. That's the girl that they just don't like. Nobody else in town. I said nobody else in town. Yeah. Now who's the driver and the maintenance? Now who drives all the young guys who say it's Georgia Brown, sweet Georgia Brown.
I did, I have, but they held it, we did the figure of it, band.
Yeah,
1, 2,
I
3,
heard
1, 2,
that.
3,
Okay.
1, 2,
Could
3,
you do the ending again? That's
Hello.
take it from the.
a famous sax player, and he couldn't get the music out. So when it came to that part, he just passed. Right, Tom. Tom, man, I love.
Do you mean stand or not, Tommy? Just.
At the end, you just start doing something. But after your verse.
After, yeah, I don't know what I'm supposed to listen for to get the tempo. That's because all I remember here is
I'll be sorry.
yeah, if you can put me in on the
Right, boys, from the top, man I love. Thank you, Tom. Very good. But I've got wonderful vocalists at the front. Now, when you all start giggling and talking to each other when they're singing, that's not what I want. You take your attention away from the person singing. I don't care what you do. And when I'm talking, I daren't do it. I'll tell you what I think of you. But please, when someone is on... Am I wasting my time?
No, it's not. Just trying.
It's not, I know, but that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking to you, and you're talking to each other. I want to see, when anyone's acting here, or anything going on, that you don't start taking attention away from it. The next thing, trombones are doing well. Trumpets, I'm sorry, but too much done to the stand. Paul and Billy. Those two are doing what I like. So if you can just keep it up, because the sound then comes out. The rest of it, thank you for it. You're sounding wonderful, and I love all of you. What is it?
Could we possibly run through the Good Earth? I've never played it before.
The which?
The Good Earth.
The Good Earth? Oh gosh, yeah. God, I've not played it for 50 years. I'm coming out.
I think it's the same trick.
I've actually got the fanfare. What's happening at the beginning, boys? Elliot will conduct the fanfare. I've made it much faster earlier. It's all drink. And then we do. Elliot will conduct the fanfare, and the gentleman will come on and tell the rules and that kind of thing. He'll call me on, say, Tommy, strike up the band. Now, can you look at the strike up the band, Tommy, please, at the beginning?
I'll call you back with Kevin. Yeah. Right.
Tommy, after the fanfare, you'll see about 2 bars I've been in. Exactly. Okay. That'll be fine.
See, during the pause, or just before that, though?
You don't cut them off, you'll make an announcement.
Right, is there anything happening during that point?
No. Give me a one.
So there's 2 bars out then? That's already.
Oh, it's all right. Everything's just all that's happening. They do the fanfare, cut them off, and the man will come and say all he's got to say. Then he'll call me up, say, Tommy, start up the band, and I'll get Tommy to do that. And we'll write it. Is that okay?
Yes.
Right. Give them the fanfare.
Right, here the
Right.
3.
Can we put everything in order because we're all out of...
Correct.
Well, we've got to sort that out.
Because I've got numbers which are not on the list and I don't know where they are.
I would just put this
Like a wide enough, huh? Hand in your heart.
Right, fellas.
Nice to get a cup of coffee and a sandwich before this starts.
Could it be?
Slave driver, extraordinary.
I was just going to ask you, how did you like your row over there? Back at the stand, did you enjoy getting shouted at off your
Oh yeah. Did you tape it?
Of course.
Actually,
Was it like being back at school or what?
Actually, that's the first time he's actually given me a row for ages. Because I mean, he's always picking on somebody. I mean, he started going the trumpets today, and I thought, great.
That was Tommy being friendly.
Yeah.
I know.
You know what it used to be like.
He's mellowed in old age, then. You might have got a kick in the face.
You're not still got that on, or you're not you're not still saying, Tommy, you silly old.
I'll open the film up with that now. That's great. Cheers.
Under the bar.
You're running order yet, Captain? I was respecting.
Yes, there's a running order. Listen, would someone like to tell them the running order? And I can get changed.
Okay.
There you are.
Make up the start.
Talking away.
Right, kid.
Tom the good side.
Good.
Big band singer. Lazy river.
Good.
Blow your horn.
50 years ago. I've never seen anybody.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hub. This packed house for what I promise you is going to be a wonderful experience. Can I just remind you, first of all, please, if you do have a mobile phone, please make sure it's switched off. We had an awkward incident a couple of nights ago when it went off in a quiet passage, and we don't want that. Also, please, no flash photography if you don't mind. The odd digital photograph is fine, but no flash photography, and obviously no recording of the concert. Thank you very much indeed. afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Hub. If you go on the internet at the moment and type in the name Tommy Sampson, you'll see all over the place things that say one of the greatest, if not the greatest British big band in the 1940s. This afternoon, we're in the presence of a true living legend. Big hands together for Tommy Sampson.
Tommy, strike up the band. So I'll say, let's strike up the band. Well, it's lovely to see you all here. And of course, I'm lucky to be here. You all know that, you know. But I'm not allowed to retire yet. These people behind say, if I live to be 100, might learn to do correct. Ladies and gentlemen, in that you heard Gordon McNeil on the tenor sax, brilliant player. And on the contrary, if you haven't seen it before, one of the finest in Britain has come from London to help us up there, ladies and gentlemen, Paul Eshelby. So now we carry on, and all the big bands, all time, the old ones, always had great girl vocalists and boy vocalists. Well, we've heard them all, Peggy the odd ones, but for the last 20 odd years I've been lucky to have my favourite, and here she's coming to sing for you. Rona Hughes. With all battle, I thought I was going to play one with one, but I switched it. Accidentally. This number that Rona's going to be a great singer, Rosemary Clooney, and unfortunately she's no longer with us. But when she was in her 70s, in the late 90s, made a great album, and it was a great band too. And this is one of them, the big band singer. And that's what you are.
I'm a big band singer, standing here all alone. I'm a big band singer.
something else, isn't she? That's our honour. Well, no, I managed to tell you, I'm very happy today, but over there. Tell it later. We're going back to Gordon, and it's a great number, Jumping at the Woodside, and it features Gordon on his tenor sax.
come all the way from Dundee to Dewsbury, Gordon from Dundee. And we all felt about that this morning, trying to get across the bridge. I live in Fife now. And you all right? Now, you've heard Rona sing for you. As I say, Elsa Carlisle and Sam Brown, things like that. Well, I just have a wonderful vocalist down there, and his name is Elliot Murray. And I know you're going to love him. So, Elliot, would you like to come this way? What are you going to sing, Elliot?
Here's one by Bobby Darin. This one's called Up the Lazy River. The lazy river by the old mill run, lazy river in the noonday sun, linger a while on the shade of the tree. Don't ever leave your troubles when you're with me. The lazy river by the rolling sun waits the morning when we roll along. Blue skies above, everyone's in love. Up the lazy river, happy to be. Up the lazy river with I sing up the lazy river by the old mill run. That lazy, crazy river in the noonday sun. We linger for a while under the shade of a tree. Away your troubles, won't you dream with me? Yes, now, a lazy river by the road of the song. Well, it takes a brand new morning when we roll along. Big blue skies up above, but everyone's in love. Going your way. Get out of my way. With me.
You'll see and hear a lot more about it in this program. And now I've come to Paul Eshelby. You're in for a real treat. Paul, of course, spent many years with the radio band down in London, but we were lucky to have him in Scotland when we went away. He played with us and the radio band. And I'm glad to say he's a great friend of mine. We fell out once. Believe me. Yes. That wasn't then. He went out to the pub and he wasn't supposed to. Paul got in trouble. No, Paul's a wonderful friend. You see him in London often. But he's going to play for you this time. And I've got it written down because it's called Blow Your Horn and it's by Louis Wilson. I'm going down to sit and listen to this because he does this stuff much better than him.
You may not notice, but Tommy is actually modelling the latest fashion in Burton's tailors, the short sleeves summer look. This tune, written by Louis Belson, was actually written for a very, very fantastic, famous trumpet player called Clark Terry. So I'm very honoured. I managed to nick it off Louis Belson when I was working with him. In fact, he did offer it. So this is Blow Your Horn. 2, 3, 4.
playing at this festival, I'll tell you that from that. Paul, magnificent. It was very difficult playing behind that. I was listening down there, and standing up there, I've got two young trumpet players, only played with them for the last couple of years, through it. And Paul great stuff, son. But the old man out there, it's Billy Hunter, I'll tell you about that. Right. We're going to have this time. Well, it's sister, Arlene Davison. And it's a fact that I'm very much responsible for this year because I introduced her mum to her dad. And is mum here today? She's here? Frankie. The best thing that ever did for me was giving me these three. Frankie Simon for years, a wonderful vocalist. She's over there. But in the meantime, Arlene's going to come and sing for you. And she's going to give you, after you've gone.
Don't you remember how you used to say you'd always love me in the same old way? Now I guess we know it's true that you won't ever stay. Sometimes I feel someone has won your heart, tempted you away. But let me warn you, though you're far apart, you regret it someday, my darling. After you've gone and left me crying, after you've gone, there's no denying you'll feel blue. You feel sad. You miss the bestest time you ever had. There'll come a time, don't you forget it. There'll come a time when you'll regret it. Someday when you're lonely, your heart will break and only after you've gone.
Wonderful what we're doing here. And in my program. I'm sure you enjoyed that very much. We're going to give you a feature of trombones. Ted Heath used to feature this very much. It's called Hot Toddy. But I don't know where it originally came from because I heard a Kenton record just a few weeks ago. Anyway, it's not only trombones. On the right here, we've got Russ Moore. Now Russ is my gold partner. Not yet, don't get excited. He's my gold partner. And 23 years ago, 24 years ago, he was headhunted to go to London. Very successful down there, but he suddenly decided he was coming back to Scotland 2 years ago. And now he's not only playing the baritone once again,
He's the band manager. I have to do everything he tells me. But he's a great chum, so you'll see him featured. Russell, you better stand up.
Thank you, gentlemen. Now, the next one. Not a surprise to you, I told you. But Arlene, you've met Elliot. But there's George. And George is in the singer as well. George is well known for having good pop bands and everything like that. But when you hear him do the Sinatra, well, he knows what he's doing. Here he is, Matt the Knife.
The shark bait has such teeth, dear, and he shows them pearly white. Just a jackknife has old Mackie bait, and he keeps it outside. Knowing that shark bites with his teeth, dear. Scarlet billows start to spread. Fancy gloves wear old Mackie babe. So there's never a trace of bread on the sidewalk on Sunday morning. Lies a body. Someone sleeping round the corner.
is Paul. I'll call again. And it's called Close Enough.